Hey guys, welcome to episode 3 of our GS300 build. In this episode we're going to try and fit this engine into our Lexus, so I guess we better go home and get the Lexus and bring it down to the workshop. With the V12 in its new home, we now move on to the gearbox. The Lexus uses a 5-speed automatic transmission, but we will be switching to the simpler 4-speed automatic from the Toyota Sora. The 4-speed auto uses a cable to control line pressure, rather than an electronic solenoid. It can also be set up to be manually shifted, with a couple of diodes making it a great option as a standalone gearbox. We need to remove the 1UZ bell housing to fit out our 1GZ bell housing. After measuring the flex plate offset from the back of the motor on both the 1GZ and the 1UZ, we found them to be both the same. The 1GZ bell housing was about 3mm longer than the 1UZ, so we had it milled down to be the same length, allowing us to use the 1UZ torque converter. Okay, so here we have our gearbox loom. On here we've got all our plugs for our selector, our speed sensor and our shift solenoids. What we're going to do with this one is, where we've cut it off, we're going to put a couple of Deutsch connectors on there and basically run them through a hole we've cut in the trans tunnel into the inside of the car. So may as well start crimping away. Alright, now that we've got our pins all on our loom, we need to find out what each wire is going to. We can't rely just solely on colour because it may come through a junction block somewhere and change. So we've got our multimeter set to continuity, and we'll just start off with this one here, which we're pretty confident on where it is, but you need to double check and make sure of your wires before you finalise anything. And as you can see, beeping, there's continuity from the plug to this pin here. So that one will be for our speed sensor, the 12 volt feed speed sensor. Alright, now we've got our gearbox wiring loom all completed and up and in the car. We've got an engine in the car, which we're really happy that that's fitting in there. Let's see if this gearbox will fit in. Alright, that brings us to the end of episode 3 of our GS300 build. We've got our engine in the car, gearbox in the car, tail shaft in the car. Everything's ready to turnkey, except for the wiring and intact manifolds and a few other bits. Our gear from Haltech has arrived. Thanks to those guys for hooking us up with a killer deal. So stay with us, and on the next episode we'll start wiring it all up.